So in the end, a good CRM with the right information and effective usage of it makes for a... Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Denise, and in this video, I'll give away the 3 secret tips in finding the best CRM for your business. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell and get notified every time I post a new video about sales marketing and automation. CRMs. What to say about CRMs? For me, it could be quite a boring topic, but at least to me in the beginning, it was super boring. So until I discovered how important the value of a CRM brings to your business and what purpose it has to, having one in your business. So almost every startup or internet business, if not every company, has a sort of CRM in their business. So some businesses that I've talked to actually don't really have one. So what do they use? They basically use a spreadsheet in which, they pull all the information of the leads in it and manually update this. And they also share this with their employees to manually put in that information. But why is it that certain companies choose to have a CRM and others just use a spreadsheet? So according to some of the founders and CEOs I speak with and confirmed by a HubSpot article, which I will link down below, most of these founders and CEOs think the last thing that they need in their business is, to have another piece of software to implement and to take the time and understanding and learning all about how to implement it and the processes around that. And also, most important thing is investing money, since they have been working as they've been working and this has been good for them. So next to this, if these companies do have a CRM in place, most of the times they don't use it properly. And properly meaning, how can you utilize the information you have in your system about your clients to really make strategic decisions on the growth of your company. But what is the importance of having a CRM? So let's first break it down and ask ourselves, what is a CRM exactly? So according to the report called Strategies and Emerging Trends in CRMs, a CRM, which stands for a customer relationship management, is a process in which a business or other organization administers its interactions with customers, typically using data analysis to study large amounts of information. And according to Bain & Company, CRMs allow businesses to learn more about their target audiences and how to best cater for their needs, thus retaining customers and driving sales growth. So in our business, in our agency, we use a CRM called Close.io as our CRM of choice, but more on this later. So basically, what type of information would you see in a CRM? So a CRM software records basically customer contact information such as emails, phone numbers, website URLs, social media profiles, and more. And it can also automatically pull in other information such as recent news about the company's activity, and it can store details such as clients' personal preferences on communications, for example. So in our agency, we hold clients' information such as their contact details, their purchase services with us, dates of the purchase services, and more detailed information which we can analyze to help with future upselling and cross-selling services. So years ago when I graduated from the university and started working in the corporate world of sales, I never did understand the deeper importance of having a CRM system in place, as I thought it was just something that, all businesses had, like a standard procedure. But not really seeing the value it would bring to my position and how that would positively affect the business as well. But it could also be that, I wasn't really trained well on using the CRM properly. So over the years of working in Fortune 500 companies and startups and scale-ups and really using different CRM systems, and getting the hang of what it does, it made more sense to me why companies should have one. And why did it make sense to me? Well, a CRM used correctly can provide you the data you need to make the right decisions or strategic decisions in your company for growth. And I know that sounds very general, but what I mean to say is that you can use specific information such as purchase dates, points of contact, sources of the contact, and of your leads and customers to really analyze how those data points affected your sales and or your sales cycles, for example. And the caveat here, a CRM is only as good as how the data is being used to analyze. So remember when I mentioned before that, we use Close.io within our business as our CRM of choice, and FYI, I am not an affiliate or a sponsor for Close. So we use Close.io for different reasons, but a few of the reasons we use Close for is, we can include custom activities, which helps us analyze our data more in depth with other metrics which we can include ourselves than the ones that you usually find in a CRM. And we can integrate this with automation software such as Zapier, which makes doing tasks so much easier, and we can scale up or scale down with ease when it comes to the amount of users and the packages. By the way, comment down below, how has your CRM helped you with the growth of your business? So when it comes to the different software brands of CRMs, there are a plethora of CRMs out there that you can choose from. But then the question is, how do you know which CRM is best for you to use for you and your business? So I can share with you 3 things that I have looked at to make that choice for the business. So one of the questions I ask myself is, at this moment in time, what is the 20% of our input providing 80% of the results in the agency? So we're based, or our agency is based on 2 things, or based on 2 results. So sales and client results. Sales meaning getting new customers on board, and results meaning getting them the results they need to grow their business. If a company is focused on these aspects, for example, then what are the metrics that you need to measure to make sure that these 2 things, in our case, sales and client results, are being achieved? An example here is that we use outbound messaging for client acquisition. So with these methods, we need to understand, if our campaigns are doing well or if they're not doing well. And how do we know if the campaigns are doing well? Well, we look at success metrics of our business based on market analytics and stats and our own successes that we've had, and then reverse engineer this process to know what to look for. So metrics we look at here are, for example, emails sent to open rate to lead rate to booking rate, and booking to show up rate, for examples, when it comes to our sales process. The KPIs set in your business and the metrics attached to them will provide you the stats to know if you are achieving your objectives or not. And this is also of an importance when hiring salespeople, for example. So since you're the leader and you understand what the metrics are, you can show them these steps, and you take the process as how you did it and copy that for your salespeople for them to see the success and the metrics. And the most important thing here is that you use data to drive the bottom line. The second point that we checked was, what is our future plan for the coming 2 to 3 years, and how does our CRM, fit into this plan? So understand where you want to go in the next 2, 3, 4 years with your business, and find out if the CRM you are vetting for has the capabilities that you might need later. So for example, you can ask yourself, do you want to integrate other softwares with your CRM? Would you like to build out customer workflows with your CRM? For example, with Close, we can integrate seamlessly with Zapier, like I mentioned before, and build out custom automations to other softwares for onboarding workflows or contact management software, contract management softwares, which saves us a few hours per day in doing the manual tasks. The third point that we checked is, how can the CRM also help us in other areas of gaining revenue? So a question we asked ourselves was, can we use the CRM to do deeper data extractions to understand customer success metrics? And can we integrate this with other analytical tools for us to have one solid foundational CRM to extract all the data from there? So can I use the CRM to also help other parts in the business, whether it's marketing or customer success? And since we're planning on growing, would we like for a CRM to also grow with us in these other areas? That's also obviously of importance. Are these options possible with the choice that we have? These questions will basically help you and your company align with the other teams that you have in your business. So in the end, a good CRM with the right information and effective usage of it makes for a data-driven business. And data-driven businesses is what makes for an interesting valuation of your company in the future. So knowing all these aspects, what would be the incentive for you as the leader of your company and for your salespeople to use a CRM effectively? So for sales, having the metrics and KPIs in place and reverse engineering this to, what tasks they need to do each day, each week, each month, and what metrics they need to reach for will provide them a blueprint to success and will provide them the clarity on their position that they have and how it positively will impact the company as well. And for you, the CEO, the leader, if you are planning on selling your business in the future, some companies' entire valuation is tied to the amount of data they have on their customers. So it's quite beneficial to have all of your data stored in one place with the correct metrics tagged to them and utilized in the right way. Let me know in the comments below what your 2 best takeaways were from this video.